No, no, no.
No, as I was gonna say, a lot of the times, like even though they may post a TBT picture, a lot of the times they have different captions on it, like "What are you doing today?" or "What are you working out today?" or "What are you thinking?" You know what I mean? So like, I guess a lot of the times I don't really pay attention to the post, like the picture. I actually pay attention to the
Gotcha.
content
Yeah.
because a lot of the times, like we're a short attention span society, so we'll look at a picture and we'll double tap it, which I'm highly guilty of that one. Yeah, I've gone to a lot of fights with my wife back in the day. Why did you like that picture? Because what did you read what she wrote? No, I didn't read what she wrote. I just saw the picture. Read what she wrote, then look at the picture, and then ask yourself if you like that again. I'm like, oh, true, my bad. You know what I mean?
No comment.
Good.
No comment.
Oh man. Oh,
So,
man.
how are you coping with training then? Where are you training? What's that looking like for you?
Right now, I go on jogs. I skip. I used to box, so like I just skip. I do some shadow boxing. Half the time, I'm just like I have some dumbbells here, and I just stay active, man. As long as you continue to move, I'm like I said, man. Just eat right. Right now, I'm speaking bodybuilding term. Right now is the time where you really want to just pay attention. Just eat clean. Focus on your health. If you don't juice, start juicing. Make sure your kidneys are good, liver's good, spleen, all that. Make sure the insides are good. So actually take advantage of this, and because juicing and blending and all that takes a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah.
No excuse now.
All them
You know what I mean?
recipes.
No, really. It's like look up recipes, prepare, and yeah, man, just prepare for when this is over. Basically,
It's not
you
just,
know
I
what I mean?
suppose, with the whole juicing and all that kind of thing. It's an immunity thing as well. So if anything,
Yes,
you just make
yes,
the immunity stronger for if you
yes.
did have happen to catch something, then at least you've got a better foundation and starting point to defeat it, I suppose.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like I mean, from a bodybuilding standpoint, focus on your food. Eat good. Don't eat out. Don't eat junk food. You're gonna save your money anyways. I'm not working right now, unfortunately, because I'm a trainer and that's not essential in the building that I train out of. Yeah, and they're finding people like 50 grand out here if you get caught. Yeah.
What?
Oh yes. Oh yes. It's not a game. If you get caught by police doing something that's non-essential, they'll throw that price tag in a heartbeat. They've been posting it over here, like on our news, like people that actually got tagged. There's idiots having parties. Yes. So here is a place in Brampton, city in Brampton here in the GTA, and yeah, someone got busted for having a party, and then another one had like a neighborhood a block party. People aren't learning.
Stupid. I've noticed that it's the younger generation that are just like so carefree because they feel like they're not going to catch it, so they just don't care. I think we've had the same problem here in the UK.
Oh really?
Yeah, like there was a photo that went viral yesterday. It was a park in London where we've obviously been most hit because it's densely populated area. There was thousands of people sat. They were having picnics in Hyde Park, and it was like, what are you doing? Like, it was,
Our parks are all blocked off. Like they put the tape on them. Like they tape them all down.
we've got the tape, but in Britain we rip the tape. Like fuck the tape. They say, I swear they look at it like it's a challenge. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy. Wow, these guys took the tape down. Okay, so you guys go harder with the parties, eh?
When I saw it on the news and the tape was just ripped and it was against like the gate railing, all I thought in my head was, what's that NWA song that is it "Fuck the Police" or something like that?
Yeah.
And I was like, they were just there in the park on the swings. Fuck the police.
Wow. Okay. So I guess it's just a human thing, we just hard headed
I think it's an ignorance thing as well. I think.
and impatience and just it's like you tell a kid, don't put the key in the socket. What do you think the kid's gonna do?
Yeah, don't think of the color red. Yeah.
So I just think that's what's going on right now.
So,
Yeah.
looking forward, looking ahead after the quarantine, wherever that may be, I presume you've probably sat down with your wife and discussed potential shows and sort of the long term. Is there anything that you're aiming to do towards, I don't know, the summertime or after summer? What sort of shows are you looking at?
Okay, so to answer that question, I think January, Yeah, we called it off. We're not competing this year.
Yeah.
So before this year, I called my coach. You know him with HD, Dorian.
Yeah.
Dorian Hamlett. Yeah, amazing guy, amazing crew. Love those guys. Just want to shout them out real quick. But no, I talked to him, broke it down because my wife was like, "You have not taken a break since 2016." That was before, no, 2015. That was before I got my pro card. So from 2015 to last year, I've been going hard, like hard. So, and not just that, yeah. And then we got married, and just a whole bunch of stuff happened. So we just called the year off. Take the year off, enjoy training. Well, a little bit of training when I'm getting now, but enjoy training, take advantage of the food, be able to get my nourishment back, give my body a break. But no, 2021 is going to be the year. Like even mentally, like you just feel that I'm already have the itch to want to compete. So I know by next year, I'm just this is be a different beast.
Is there any areas that you were focusing on physique wise that you know
Biceps.
biceps?
My arms suck. To me, I'm really hard on myself, but yeah, if you look at my front double bi and back double bi, especially my front double bi, you'll see it. Like I have my arms or like my bicep peaks, they're non-existent. They're okay.
How are they looking now?
Better.
Yeah.
They're I'm actually pretty happy. I've increased in my arms. So basically just my arms, overall posterior. So I'm a big believer in really improving the posterior chain because my chest is pretty good. My quads are always going to grow. I learned how to train them, but I'm a big believer. So you should be able to see your post delts from your side view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So your hamstrings, you should be able to see that in your front double bi. Front relax, lat. So basically, I'm improving my posterior chain, and I find because most shows are one from the back anyways. We all know that already, right? It's beautiful when everything's put together and it's balanced. It's crazy sight, right? That's why everyone hypes up when all the bodybuilders turn around and then they do this and cheer them on. Like, are you ready? But yeah, my main focus is just improve the posterior chain in my arms. And I know once I improve those, because I have a lot of gaps, and I know once I improve those, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for next year. My lats have already grown. Everything's growing very slowly though, and that's another reason why I need to take time off because I can't grow if I'm competing every damn year.
Yeah.
But the reason why I find that I'll speak for myself, but most competitors probably want to keep competing and stay in the limelight.
Yeah, I get that, and obviously it's the financial issue of it as well because a lot of fans don't realise that when bodybuilders do take a year out, it is a massive detrimental effect financially. So when people like obviously Ramy took a year out or just over, came back, better physique, brilliant. But when the people like say Sergio Oliva Jr. wasn't really, he was earning money, but it wasn't like top end. So when someone like him has to take a year out. I think the fans don't always realise that, if they're not making top 3, top 5, they're not making bank on any, if not none of the shows. So I do respect the fact that, when people like yourself or, other pros decide to take a year out, I can sort of take a step back and go, right, he knows that he's got to put more work in. He knows that the best way to do that is to, not concentrate on dieting down and this, that, and the other, and to put more work in to bring something better later on. And I think that's a beautiful thing when bodybuilders can do that. And obviously, for you, you're in a situation with your business and stuff where you obviously felt, and obviously you had the conversation with your wife where you are comfortable enough to take that year out to bring something extra special in 2021.
To add to that point, it also has a lot to do with just the individual having the confidence of not being afraid to make the right decision to be 10 steps ahead if that happens. Like the hat you're wearing, like Rough Diesel, he's a perfect example. Man, it's really hard not to use other people's names and shed so much light on them. You know what I mean? It's like then the interview becomes about them, but he just did so wonderful. And I also think it's good to give credit where credit is due. But he did it the best. Disappeared. Right? I didn't hear or see much of him when I was competing, and in my head, I'm like, damn, where's he at? Next thing you know, oh, I was under construction. Here we go. Man, I mean, like his showing for freaking Niagara was amazing. And then stepping on stage at the Arnolds, I mean, give it to the guy. Like he did exactly what he needed to do to get him ahead. And I find that, yes, it's a sacrifice, but if you think about it, like you're not paying to fly anywhere. You know, so when you take the time off for shows, I personally think you're able to save money because you're going to be a lot more conscious of everything that you're doing, because everything you do now is just to try to prepare you for the next year, and hopefully you have a bang out year and you get a good momentum off of that. Right. But yeah, but no, I find taking a year off is being wise, being confident, and not making decisions based off of others. So like, I want all my fans. I want to keep on my fans. I want to make sure I'm in the limelight with all these other guys that are competing. I want to be. You don't do anything because as soon as you start having a consistency of bad showing, you just crash your name.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying with that, because I'm good friends with Rami's manager, Coach Tal, and I believe for him it was a huge mental health issue after the final Mr. Olympia he did, and I think the problem with Rami is not the problem. No, I'll change that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Was everybody was hyping him up. He doesn't self-hype. He just doesn't post that much. You know, his English isn't exactly brilliant. It's quite broken, and I don't know if that's why he doesn't. But obviously, you know, he stepped on stage. Everybody's going to critique him. They critiqued him hard because they were expecting something very special. So, do you think, like, my point I'm trying to get to is, do you think the year out that you take helps you mentally prepare for what you're about to bring also?
Man, my coach said it the best. He's like, when you choose to compete when you want to compete, then it's easy. And what I mean by what's easy, it's easy to suffer. You want to suffer. You don't. Man, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting hyped just talking about it. Because you have to. You already know this. Bodybuilders, we're extremists. We're either A or we're Z. There's no in between. And I mean the people that really are real true bodybuilders at heart. And when you make the decision that I want to compete, like prime example, next year I only want to do state shows. I want to do way more state shows because that's where the market is, right? That's where all the eyes, that's where all the hype is. So I want to go to do more big shows, and I'll save my Toronto, Vancouver's. I'll say that for if I need to, you know what I mean? But like, I want to go stateside. I want to go where the competition is, where the big names are, right?
Yeah.
But in order for me to be able to do these shows, I'm going to have to be able to be mentally prepared to put myself through some serious issues. Do you know what I mean? I mean, training. I mean, that like all or nothing type business. And I find when you take the break off, you just get this burning, this itch, and it won't go. And then once you start working in towards it, you don't care. I mean, you don't care. You'll suffer if your coach. I had it. Coach tell you, man, basically, what was it, 20 grams? I think the lowest I've ever done for carbs was 20 grams. That's when I did nationals. You know, 20 grams weighed. That's only like a tablespoon. That's like a tablespoon and 2 tablespoons of rice, cooked rice. Like I was willing to do that, and I wanted to do that because I knew when I stepped on stage for national, I'm not playing around, and that's exactly what happened. I cleaned house, everything, just boom, went into Edmonton, beat some big names of people they thought were gonna win, and I brought back home, and no one knew who the hell I was, which made it even better. But the point that I'm trying to is the truth. It's the truth. Like it actually, that show was crazy because there was so much controversy because of the person that they thought should have got their pro card over me. And he finally got his pro card this year at Vancouver Pro as well. I'm giving you a hint without saying the name.
Yep.
And he's a really good guy too. So that's my guy. That's my guy. But no, yeah, taking time off as a competitor really helps you to prepare to do. Oh man, I can feel it already. But yeah, because once the switch goes on, it's game over.
It's like a Rocky quote, isn't it? You having that fire in your belly.
Yeah, like prime example, last year when I competed for, and keep in mind, last year I was horrible because I started in shape. My coach made fun of me. We even put up posts because he was like, "How are you fat and skinny at the same time as a bodybuilder?" I'll try to find that post and I'll show you it just so you know I'm not lying. He called me skinny fat. He's like, "I've never seen a pro bodybuilder look like this in my life." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So since then, I've been on my stuff, but yeah, I started off horrible. So I had to get into shape,
Yep.
then get into competition shape. Did Toronto, came in second. And then by that point, I already had my momentum going. So Vancouver, I was mint. But because I was competing, I almost competed for the whole year in terms of prepping. So from January all the way to August and then September,
Yeah.
I was prepping the whole way. Like, I went to New York. I had to go to New York because my wife wanted to go to New York, and she was like, "I'm gonna kill you if you don't take me on a trip." So basically, I'm prepping for Vancouver in New York, and I'm like, "Look, the only way we can go to New York is if I'm able to eat and train. If you can guarantee me that those are high priorities, and I'll do whatever you want to do." Man, Vancouver, we had to make it a trip. So it's just like, it's really hard because competing is so selfish, and you rob, and you don't rob, but like they're sacrificing just as much as you are.
Yeah.
And when it comes to women, like they still want to be loved, they want to be cared for, they still want to go out and have fun, they want to be a woman, you know what I mean? And you be the man, and you guys just go and doing your thing. But when you're in competition mode, going on these trips is business. You want to go there and come right back home and get back to work. But for them, they're like, "Wait a minute, I don't get no prize or no high fives. This vacation, this is mine." Do you know what I mean? So by the time I got to Vancouver, I was pooped. And then we got married a month after Olympia. So, I mean, last year was probably one of the most successful. And then I won't even talk about any negative things because there was a whole lot of that too. But yeah, it was a crazy, crazy, crazy year.
You remind me a lot of William Bonac when you talk about family and your wife, because he's the same. He's very, very family. I mean, I've been friends with William for about 4 years now, and I've had him on the channel a few times. But when we talk about family and his wife, it's nice to hear how you talk, because it's not like, I don't mean this in like a silly sort of way, but you sort of like she's on a pedestal of like, you've got this whole aura for your wife going on. It's beautiful to listen to, mate, honestly.
The reason why, man, and I think in order for a lot of people to understand it, once you find that woman, then you'll understand why. Not you, but like why men like me or William Boyd, why we are the way we are, is because it's just like a woman's supposed to come in your life and they're supposed to change you in a way where they bring all your flaws and weaknesses and they make you strong. You know, as you build them, they get to a certain point within their confidence to come right back at you.
Yeah.
So they'll call you BS immediately. Do you know what I mean? And like and when you find a woman like that, I mean, it makes you a superstar as a guy, because it's just like, I can and I will conquer whatever it is I put my mind to, because this woman is like, she's going to, you know what I mean? And it's different when you find a woman, man. I can't explain it. I grew up not seeing what it looks like. So the fact that I actually have it for myself, you just appreciate it so much, and you just can't stop talking about it, you know?
So when are we going to see some little?
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh, gosh. No. In all seriousness, that is the next step in life, isn't it? We said
Have I put you on the spot now? Is she there?
2022. No, we've been talking about it.
Okay.
So what I said to my wife, Sylvia, and I think it was this week, actually, we've been talking about it. So this week I said, you know what, babe, next year I'm gonna go so hard. I mean, I'm killing it. I'm gonna go on social media. I mean, I'm going all in. And not just that, you know, I represent my coach as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if I do well, he does well. You know, and then the rest of the team is just one big successful team, and we're Canadian. So that's a big thing for us. So I'm going hard. I'm going hard. She's like, all right. And then I'm like, but after we can go ahead and we can try for this little munchkin. So so later she said, you know what? how about this? You compete, and then I'll be pregnant for 9 months. You compete again because she wants to have that experience where she's pregnant and she's still supporting at these shows. So she's like, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I'm so she wants that whole experience. And then she's like, and then when we do have our children and they're old and they're there, I actually want you to continue to compete because I want them to be like, that's my dad. I can do that. I can do whatever. He's clout. You know what I mean? So it's now I don't feel as pressured, or how do I put it? Like I don't feel like bodybuilding is going to hinder our relationship.
Yeah.
If that's the best way to put it. And I find like with a child and all that is going to be like a whole new level of partnership and teamwork and compromising where both everything is for the future. Like we're winning, we're going in the right direction. Because everyone tells us as soon as you add in that, that next thing, the elements just.
There'll be a lot of that woo-saw going back on.
My boy, one of my buddies is actually going through this right now as we speak, and it was so funny. It's funny listening to it, but in my head, I'm like, damn, I hope my wife don't go crazy like that. Because I guess their hormones, like he was telling me a story. He was telling me a story how about they're getting ready to go to bed. So he's like, all right, I'm going to bed. She's like, okay. He's like, I'm not tired though. Can I go? She's like, no, you're sleeping. We're sleeping. She's pregnant, right? So he's like, all right, fine. Goes to the bathroom. He sneaks and goes downstairs. She's in the bedroom crying. You hear her crying, but he's like, okay, she's always crying. So I guess she's going to cry herself to sleep. She comes downstairs because he was crying. He comes downstairs because he was crying. She was crying that he left. Like, that's how crazy, like, women's emotions can get. So, like, I don't know what I'm going to have to do with this one. But, yeah. When we get there, we get there. You have any?
Yeah, I've got a little boy.
Oh, really? Oh, congratulations. Oh, you got a junior. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I've got him full-time as well. Yeah.
How was he when he was 2? Is it true?
Sorry?
How was he when he was 2? Is it true? Trouble 2?
I think it's trouble from day one, to be honest. But no, honestly, with my little boy, I am blessed. I am honestly blessed. He's smart, he's clever, he's funny, he's witty. He loves running around. He's obsessed with Nerf guns and shooting people with.
Oh, he's a boy. Okay, he's a boy. Okay, yeah. He's amazing. Be a man's man. That's good.
He's got a girlfriend at nursery. She's like half Asian, so he come home and his name's Monica, and he's always talking about her. She bought him this little teddy that he goes to bed with at night. Oh, no, he's killing it. No, okay.
You got game already, huh?
Honestly, he's killing it.
When I hear stories like that, that's what encourages me. I'm like, yeah, I like this. This sounds good.
It's good because, like, when I look at him, I think he's so much better than I am already. And that's right. A beautiful thing because obviously, you want them to have a better, obviously you yourself, you've had, a sort of, not a negative upbringing, but you didn't have the greatest start.
Right.
No father and, welfare situation, all that kind of thing. So obviously, mentally, you're thinking, right, I want to, if he wants new shoes, he can get new shoes if they want. But then I don't know how to describe it. When I start talking to my boy and he's talking back to me, I'm like, I take a second and I'm like, wow, okay. So honestly, being a dad is one of the greatest things in the world ever. Honestly, like that feeling you've got with you and your wife, it's like and it does sort of transcend something else, but you just times that by 10.
That's what everyone's saying.
It's special, mate. Honestly.
Congrats, man.
Mate, he's 4.
Yeah, that's good. That's crazy.
It's weird as well because I've not like just before the lockdown, I got into a new relationship, and she lives. Okay. I live in a small town called Stoke-on-Trent, and my girlfriend lives in a town called Manchester. You probably might have heard of.
Hey, I heard of that one.
So, like, it's been weird because we've only seen each other a few times, and now there's quarantine. It's like it's just FaceTime all day, every day.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's killing me.
Yeah, actually, my wife and I was like, man, I feel for people that are like, the bachelors, the singles and all that. Like, how's life for you guys? And you just said it.
Mate, I've been on Fortnite with her kids and my little boy. We're just doing anything and everything at the minute.
No, but that's beautiful though, because like when everything is said and done, it's gonna show her what type of person you are too, right?
Yeah. She's amazing. She's dead supportive in everything and anything I do. So I'm
Oh,
blessed.
you kind of like me now. Okay, okay.
Uh,
You're talking like me now. Uh-oh.
rubbing off.
Uh-oh.
Rubbing off.
I think she struck a nerve or something. What's going on? That's great though, man.
Oh man. So, is there anything that you want to plug? And I can put links in the description. So, obviously, you got your personal trainer. Have you got is that an online coaching service that goes with that? I'll obviously link all your socials, like your Instagram and things. But is there anything coming up as well? Have you got any merch coming? You got all this time
merch. We need money for that one.
No, Teespring. Teespring's free.
Yeah?
Yeah, you just design it, put it on there. They manufacture it, they ship it, and you just get a percentage of it.
Okay. We'll talk further about that one.
Oh,
I never heard about that.
Yeah, it's free. You have to do anything. Just put your logo on a hat, on a T-shirt, a hoodie.
Oh no, we have all that, but it's we pay for the actual the units, and then we pay for everything, and then we send it to them, and then they do it.
Oh no! Don't need to do none of that. Nothing. Literally nothing. The admin is so. Let's say you've got like a logo that's like just as high top, and I don't know, like a silhouette of afro, and that's on a hat. I don't know, just spitballing. Yeah. But that's on a hat. So you basically you log in online, you put that on the hat, and then that's it. You walk away. You connect your PayPal to it. That's it. So all you got to do is promote that. Teespring manufacture it. So let's say I want that hat. I go online. I go, right, I want 2 of those hats. I want the blue. I want the black one. Boom. The order's done. They manufacture it. They ship it. They do all the postage, handling. You just get a percentage of it. That's it. You have to do nothing.
Yeah, because we have merch. We have our merch. It's more of getting more of it.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but put that logo onto Teespring. You haven't got put. Your outgoing is zero. You put nothing out. It's full profit. You can create discount codes, but you can do stuff like they do pillows, they do like mobile phone cases. Check it out, honestly.
Teespring. I will. Teespring. I got you.
Yeah, honestly. Telling you.
I like that. Cool. Thank you.
It's free.
Yeah, I know I got you. Trust me, I heard it. I just keep hearing free. Fit Life Athletics. That's our Instagram page. That's where we put all our main posts. www.fitlifeathletics.com. That's our website business page, and then obviously my Instagram, ifbb.hightop Hamlett. Oh shoot, I don't even remember.
That's right. Everything will be in the description. You just send me the links you want. They'll all be in the description.
But no, yeah, just I just want to shout out my coach, Team HD. You got the HD family. You can look them up. That's the name of their Instagrams as well. They've done a lot for me, like a whole lot for me. Like, yeah, they reached out to me, and it was like, hey, I want to work with you. So I was just like, man, I don't bite the hand that feeds me, man. So yeah, I give all the credit to them for what they do, and then I just put my hard work in, and then my wife, God, and thank you, William, for this. Just for taking the time out. Actually reached out to me twice, and then again this time. So clearly it means something for me to be on this, and I'm very, very, very thankful for this opportunity.
I wanted you on from day one. I like you. It's not the bodybuilding for me. Like, obviously we've briefly talked about bodybuilding, but for me, I like to connect with people like on a personal level. I don't want the interviews to be like, I'm not trying to mock like RX muscle, but I don't want it to be like just bodybuilding. I want my audience and your audience to get a better understanding of you as a person and as an individual, as a husband, you know, father to be. But yeah, I think that that's better for everybody when the content is more relatable.
No, it's very true because we are humans over any sport or activity that we do. Like we all hurt, we're all happy. You know, we have our ups, we have our downs. We're humans. Like I don't know, I ain't no superstar. So yeah, talking about who we are as opposed to the obvious. Yeah, dope show for sure. Good questions actually.
So on that note, thank you so much for coming on. Honestly, it means more to me than it probably does to you, and I can guarantee you that, because obviously I've been chasing you for months to get you on.
I know. I'm sorry too.
But you know what the funny thing is, I can text William Bonac now, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'll come on." Antwane Hamlett, no.
I promise, yo. This is a year that I will be different for that. Trust me, I promise. To anyone else watching that may want to speak to me, I will. I'll get back to you ASAP. You know, I'll be like, boom, immediately. But yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for coming on, brother. And like I said, everybody, Antwane's links are in the description below. So check out obviously HD, check out their website. You know, everything to do with their social media. And as you've seen, he's amazing. Go and give him a follow.